I'm seriously loving what's unfolding right now. The New York Knicks are gearing up to pull off one of the slickest moves of this free agency. There's no other way to put it. The Knicks are about to land a deal that could shake up the league. With free agency just kicking off, rumors have been flying, and several veteran names have been connected to New York. But now, things are starting to look more concrete. One move in particular is on the verge of happening, and we've got a lot to break down. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Alex here, and we're diving straight into today's major Knicks update. Quick reminder, if you're among the 69% of viewers who haven't hit that subscribe button yet, now's the time. We're dropping multiple videos throughout this entire free agency period. Non-stop coverage, wall to wall. Especially today, June 30th, the opening day of free agency, you can expect moves flying in every direction. So, don't be surprised if I glance down during this video. I've got my phone on me at all times, keeping up with the latest news. And listen, I'm not going to beat around the bush here. If you saw the thumbnail, you already know who we're talking about. Jordan Clarkson. It looks like the Knicks are finalizing a deal to bring him in. Whether it's going to be the mid-level exception or just a veteran's minimum contract isn't fully clear yet. But what we do know is this. According to reliable insiders like Ian Begley and Steve Kerr, Clarkson has placed the Knicks at the very top of his preferred destinations. New York has had its eyes on Clarkson for years now. He's long been on their radar, and it appears that this is finally the time they're going to get it done. His signing would signal a slight shift away from other rumored options. Names like Russell Westbrook, Tyus Jones, and Luke Kennard have all come up, but Clarkson seems to be the primary target. Now as for Kennard, yes, he's more of a wing than a point guard, but his value comes from his deadly shooting beyond the arc. He's the kind of guy who would likely command the Knicks' full mid-level exception. That's why the contract Clarkson ends up signing is crucial. If it's a minimum deal, that MLE stays in play for another signing. There's also been talk, via sources like Chris Persian, that both Clarkson and Westbrook are expected to accept minimum contracts if they land in New York. So if that happens, New York maintains flexibility and keeps options open. Earlier today, Ian Begley also pointed out that the Knicks still have some good cap tools to work with, meaning they can be active on multiple fronts. That brings us to another name to watch, Tyus Jones. There was mutual interest between the Knicks and Jones last summer, but he chose Phoenix instead. Things didn't pan out there, and now he's back on the market. Jones had a solid season, shooting 41% from three-point range, 50% from the corners, and 45% overall. He averaged 10 points, 5 assists, and a steal per game. While his defense can be hit or miss, his offensive efficiency makes him a name worth tracking. Still, the sense right now is that the Knicks are moving in on a guard, and all signs point to Jordan Clarkson being the first name through the door. We've seen reports already suggesting New York only has so many roster slots available, so every signing counts. And as I'm speaking right now, news just dropped that former Knicks-linked player Luke Kornet is officially signing with the San Antonio Spurs. According to Shams, it's a 4-year, $41 million contract. Clearly a solid pickup for the Spurs front court. But that's not the main story today. The Knicks' focus is clearly on securing that next ball handler off the bench, and Clarkson fits the bill. You could practically bet on this happen. Now back to Tyus Jones for a second. Yes, he has playoff experience, appearing in 27 games and averaging 6 points and 3 assists. But let's be honest, Clarkson brings way more to the table, and at what's likely the same price point. Last season, Clarkson averaged 12 points, 2.5 rebounds, and about an assist per game. His shooting percentages aren't always elite, hovering around 33% from 3 and 41% from the field. But that doesn't tell the full story. He's a dynamic scorer, great at creating his own shot, and he thrives with the ball in his hand. And let's face it, the Knicks need another ball handler. Clarkson provides exactly that. Someone who can come off the bench and help carry the offense when Jalen Brunson sits. Barring something unexpected, it looks like this is the direction the Knicks are heading. Look, if somehow this doesn't happen, I'll wear the cold tape. But right now, everything we're hearing is pointing toward Jordan Clarkson landing in New York. The Knicks are clearly aiming to boost their scoring off the bench, something this roster badly needs. But that's not the only development unfolding right now. Let's keep diving into what's happening as more dominoes start to fall. According to Michael Scotto, Luke Kennard is attracting significant interest from several teams in the open market, including the Nuggets, Hawks, Rockets, Clippers, Blazers, and even the Pistons. That last one makes a lot of sense, especially if Detroit decides to step away from Malik Beasley due to off-court issues that could threaten his NBA future. It seems unlikely that Kennard returns to Memphis, and that opens a window for a new destination. He had a strong year, averaging 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists, while shooting a blistering 43.3% from three-point range. Kennard also knocked down 54% of his shots from the corners and hit 48% from the floor overall. He would give New York an elite floor spacing option on the wing, which is exactly what they need right now. On top of that, the Knicks might look toward another sharpshooter, currently without a deal, Landry Shamet. If the Knicks end up using their mid-level exception on someone like Clarkson or Westbrook, they may approach Shamet with a veteran minimum offer. They could even try to sweeten it with a player option for year 2 to keep him in the league and make it work financially. It would be a smart way to lock down a consistent shooter with a lightning-quick release, something this team still lacks even if Clarkson is added. Now, let's take a look at what Kennard has done in the postseason. 28 playoff appearances, averaging 7 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist while shooting 48% from the field and 44% from deep. His ability to stretch the floor when the lights are brightest is proven, and that's the kind of reliability any team would want heading into a deep run. All this, however, could have an effect on Tyler Kolek's role. It's becoming clear that the Knicks will add another ball-handling guard, and that makes it tough to envision Kolek getting steady minutes next season. Deuce McBride is firmly in the picture, and Clarkson, should the deal get done, would likely slot in ahead of Kolek on the depth chart. Add that up, and it looks like Kolek will spend most of the year continuing to develop from the sideline. As I'm recording this, big news just broke. Clint Capella is heading back to the Houston Rockets. Honestly, that's a great fit. The team looks solid. Meanwhile, the Lakers really fumbled what should have been an easy move. Capella started his career in Houston, and now he's going back. Wild stuff. But let's get back on track. This ADHD-style chaos is just part of free agency. There's always a million updates flying in at once. Back to Kolek. He'll probably spend another season riding the bench unless injuries open a door. He's just 24 and still developing, but it's clear the Knicks want more experience at the backup guard spot. Clarkson's versatility allows him to play both guard positions, which helps the Knicks slide Deuce off the ball when needed. And with Tom Thibodeau no longer calling the shots, we might finally see a rotation that leans into creativity. Maybe Deuce gets inserted into the starting 5 at times, or maybe other new rotations start to emerge. What's obvious is this. Things are heating up quickly in New York. Leon Rose isn't going to sit back and let opportunities pass by. He's moving aggressively. You can expect a deal to go down by the end of today. That's why I'm probably heading into a live stream after wrapping this up. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about all of this? Are you happy with the direction? Would you prefer another player instead? Tap that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any updates. And hey, if you want to support the channel directly, you can now become a member. Maybe, just maybe, that'll get Leon to crack a rare smile on camera. Not that we ever see him much. He's always working quietly behind the scenes. Let's get it done, Leon. Let's make this a free agency to remember. Go Knicks!